Nigga!
We're in a city built on 7 hills, and the fans hoping to see 7 points on the board early. We're at Cincinnati's Paycor Stadium. Tonight, we'll get a prime-time preseason matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Cincinnati Bengals. With Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. Happy to welcome you to week 2 of 3 here in the preseason. Man, this is the week, Brock, where a lot of players, they're not just fighting their opponents out there anymore, but they're fighting each other for the roster spots remaining as we look ahead to the final week of the preseason.
Yeah, that's well said, Kate. And every coach will say the same thing across all 32 teams. Don't count numbers.
Yeah.
Don't look around the room.
Yeah.
Don't look at anybody else. Just worry about doing your job. But when you're outside the top 40 or so, you know it. You know you're on the bubble, and your performance in this game really matters.
And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. Bringing him out, the third-year pro with one of the highest ceilings in this league. It is Caleb Williams.
He's somebody who has made a career of extending and creating plays. And there are oftentimes, Kate, where I just would sit aghast. How did he do that? How does he make that throw on the run? Now he's got to take the spectacular and just add a whole level of consistency.
Connecting with his back here, Swift. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss, first play of the game.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Last catch went the wrong way. It's 2nd and 12. Now an inside handoff to Swift. He's foray up the middle, and that's about 3. That was Jonathan Allen on the tackle.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. Now Williams. And this opening drive's headed for 4th down. That's incomplete. Defender there to knock it away. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
Punt meets him at the 28. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They're going to be led out by the 7th-year star, former #1 overall pick, Joe Burrow.
When Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just has a cool factor that is the envy of so many. Nothing seems to bother them other than some injuries that unfortunately have ended seasons early. When he's on the field, timing, anticipation, Kate, the precision with which he plays, he has very few peers.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
Burrow to the air now. And he's going to go down here. Pressure gets him at the 23. Austin Booker matching last week's effort with that sack.
Offensive play callers, they got their scripts, especially here early in a game to script success. Defensive guys, yeah, they got their sack scripts, and that one, that was written perfectly.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, 3rd down. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with a penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still 3rd down.
Little bit of help with the penalty, but still quite a daunting 3rd down for him here. Looking to throw, Burrow. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it. But it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down.
Kyler Gordon on the
The
coverage.
Bengals send out the punting unit. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game.
The
Bears
take over
offense
first
out there for their
and 10
second drive of the
at their
contest.
own 20-yard
And they haven't
line.
gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. First play of the drive, a run by Swift. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. Nice run there on first down, Brock. Now this defense a little vulnerable ahead of his second down play.
Sure is, and just kind of sets the table. Everything in that playbook is open to you. If you want to be aggressive, right now might not be a bad time.
Going to run again with Swift. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. And in the middle of all that chaos and traffic, look at that. It was their safety who ran in to clean that up.
Yeah, with their size and where they come from on the field, it's pretty cool. They love those opportunities to blitz, kind of hide behind their defenders and their peers, and then go finish the tackle.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. To throw, Williams. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
If you keep it stats, that's now 0 for 2 on keeping drives going, and hopefully not an indicator of what's to come. You know, you don't convert on 3rd down. You're not only playing against your opponents, you start playing with your own psyche as well.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for 4th and 3. Now here's Williams. Headed out right. He's going for it himself. And that has them the first. They get 6 on 4th down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
First down now, ball at the 33. They're going to run here. Kyle Monungai. He brushed him off with ease. And he's hit and sent out of bounds. So this ends as a gain of close to 7, 2nd down. Now you take these types of results as early wins in a game, Brock, both in getting their running back started and getting your guys to start winning that battle up front, too.
Moving a man against his will and doing it right from the jump, that often portends to good things offensively.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Dexter Lawrence on the tackle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Here's Williams. On the move, headed right. He finds a Dunze downfield. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. Some improvising leads to a huge gain. 33 yards.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Now it's Monungai. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Remain Pratt with the play defensively. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. D coordinators love to dial it up.
Throwing on second, Williams. In with a man all over him. He just can't bring it in clean. It's an incomplete pass, and that brings up third down.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call. The receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Williams set to pass. Escapes his grasp. They're after him, and they're going to take him down way behind the line of scrimmage. And it's going to be, oh my goodness, Brock, 4th and 25.
Hey, third down, I get it. Give your cornerback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. It can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
And not his best punt here. He drops it several yards into the end zone. That's going to lead to a touchback. 3 seconds, 1 play remaining in this first quarter. This drive will begin with a run by Brown. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still first down.
So now that we've sorted that flag out, we've arrived at the end of the first. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Now, a great way for the offense to start the drive, Brock. A free 5 yards, and now a much shorter first down. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. They'll run again with Brown. And he's got him the first down. That 3-yard gain was enough on that previous play.
A gain of 3 yards.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Bengals first down.
Burrow back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. Anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Hit there, it is forced out. Gain of about 15 before it. And that's going to give Cincinnati the first. A nice early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. And could be a huge boost to their offense if this ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches for explosives. How can we find it? It's often through the air, but when you get it on the ground like that, boy, is it a huge bonus.
So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Escapes the defender. He's going to be encouraged to that sideline. Gain of about 18. And it'll be first down Bengals.
I just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
They'll run it here. It's Taj Brooks. And a nice start here on first down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it could be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from the blitz. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That was Montez Sweat who took him down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Looking right, and he finds it. And it's just going to be a modest gain of about 4, but that is still enough to pick up the first down for him.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
17-yard line.
Here we go.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Working on 2nd down. Burrow gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch. So give him, it looks like about 7. 3rd and 3 in front of him now. After that completion, got him 7. Here's Burrow. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so.
And he is in with the dive. Touchdown, Bengals. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Bears nothing.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Dallas Flowers now on the return. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line. The Bears about set for their next possession. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll run it with Manunga. And they get him down after a gain of 10. But great effort on his part. Pays off with the first down.
36-yard line. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Bears.
Williams will look to throw. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped it incomplete on 1st down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
They go with Manunga here. And give him a fresh set of downs. That play goes for 10.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 10.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Sit tight. More from Paycor Stadium on the other side. First and 10 now from the 46. Williams to throw. And he will not find the connection on the other end there. Incompletion sets up second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. To throw is Williams. Looking over the middle, that's Odunze. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
First down, Chicago.
Williams from the gun. And as a catch for Luther Burden. He has room past the 25. He stopped finally after a gain of almost 30. And that's going to earn Chicago the first down.
A gain of 29
Just
yards.
excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
All set now, 1st and 10. To the ground, it's Manungai. And he got what he could there, only to the 14.
Ball carrier.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Throwing on 2nd, Williams. Cut near the goal line. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They go heavy on this 1st and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation. Manungai finds the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Ball carrier. Touchdown, Chicago.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And that ties things at 7.
At 7. Cairo Santos to kick off.
Now after
for
tying this
Chicago.
game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. This makes it up to the 25.
The Bengals take over first and 10.
Bengals headed back out there offensively, Brock. So let's take a look at their offensive coordinator, Dan Pitcher, who's helping oversee this group. Pitcher's in his 3rd season now as the Bengals coordinator and has been with the team as an offensive assistant since back in 2016. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Now Burrow. He finds Brown right side. And he turns the shallow catch into something more. Give him 8 yards. That sets up 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Burrow. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And they're going to bring him down, but 8 was enough. They got what they needed. First down coming. Final timeout taken by the Bengals.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard
Throwing
line.
is Burrow. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Intended for Jamar
I think if you
Chase.
look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Hits his running back. Some nice work here as he pushes forward for 20 plus the first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Burrow to the air now. What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's hauled to the ground. Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack.
At the 49-yard line.
Burrow setting to throw. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Bears do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These two teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the third quarter. Now the starters likely checked out for the final time. Time now for guys to make their case for roster spots as our second half is underway. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Here comes the Cincinnati offense for the first drive of our second half. And it's going to be interesting to see, Brock, if they're a little rattled, seeing that interception end up costing them the lead. Things all tied up now.
Okay, maybe a little rattled, but these are pros. And part of that is understanding. Those guys on the other side, they're capable of making plays too. The key now is to go atone for it and get that lead back.
And they're going to get him to the ground after a 16-yard gain. And that's going to be good for a Bengals first down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. On first down, here comes Brooks. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. They gain 11 on that play. And the Bengals have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, Flacco. And he's going to go down. They drop him back on his own side at the 47. And that forces them back now into a 2nd and 15.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Getting 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. All set to go now from the 35.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. He finds space into the red zone, and he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That's good for a Bengals first down. 1st down and goal to go.
Working inside the red zone. That one connects. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Gain of 5.
So 5 on the catch, 5 still to go on 2nd down.
5-yard line.
He'll work against the blitz. Makes the catch. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Throw is caught by the back. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, In a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. Well, that didn't take too long. One series in, and he's given them the second half lead.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Jukes away from one. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Bronchi's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Bears and running back Kyle Manungai trotting back to the field. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. New set of downs for them from the 31. Manungai with it. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. That's Cox, hits the rookie out of Stanford. This is going to be a big game, Brock. He's tackled after about 21 yards. And that's going to give the Bears the first down.
It sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Sanders back to throw. Komet's got it, left side. There's the hit. They're going to force him out of play with a gain of about 12. And that's going to be good for a Bears first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Let's go now. Ready.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Catch the eagle.
Now Sanders. Finds him on the crossing route. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense heading up for 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go. Let's go.
Manungai will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line. Couldn't beat him again. He tried. He wanted that second touchdown too, Brock. Couldn't get it.
Yeah, I think a couple things, Kate. I don't think they're going to go away from him over the course of the game. And then that run sets up creative play action down by the goal.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! Took a couple of runs into that wall before they finally punched it across for the score.
Well, that defensive front, you know they were dialed up to make a stand, but it was going to be a challenge to make another 2 stops even after that one. That crack formed in the wall, and it burst through for a touchdown.
Santos now for the extra point. Send right down the middle and good. And they jump ahead by 4.
Bears 14, Bengals 10. Cairo Santos to kick off for
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Bengals are running back Taj Brooks getting set to begin another drive. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. start this on the ground with Brooks. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Javon Dexter escorted him to the ground. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Running once more with Brooks. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Man, great read by the defense there. They attacked and they found that runner quick.
You look up run blitz by a linebacker.
Yeah.
That is in the dictionary right there.
There it is. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. Stop finally made after they give up 16 on the play. And that's going to give Cincinnati the first.
They call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Here's Flacco on first. And he hasn't missed since entering the game, Brock, connecting on all 6 of his pass attempts. Slot receivers headed left. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. Bears pick it up, headed the other way. Now they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football.
We got a close game here, Layden. Both sides of the ball. They're getting the same message from the coaches. Any play could be the impact play that decides this one. And in this case, how about that? It's a literal impact as the big hit forces a clutch fumble.
Here come the Bears, back out on offense. And last drive, we saw them finally reach that end zone after they struck out on their first 3 series. So this now the whole while the iron is hot moment, right? While they try to repeat what worked, try to make this 2 touchdowns in a row. All set to go now from the 35. Here's Sanders now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. A nice skate of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Hey, check that. Ready, go.
On first down, they'll run. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. So we're through 3 here. It's Bears football to begin the 4th as they try to hang on to the lead in a close game. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
Nothing too fancy there. That is just some good physical football from a back who knows how to read his blocks, Kate, keep himself square, and go get those tough yards.
Third and short here, Sanders. They did it! He made the interception! And the Bengals have some new life in the 4th! There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap to Flacco. And he's taken down back at his own 8-yard line. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a 1-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Trying again following the sack. Flacco. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They ruled him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
3rd and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You never, ever, this offense like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Return starts from the 45. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory.
The Bears take over.
The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Sanders setting to pass. Komet brings it in. He stopped here, gain of about 7, and that's going to earn Chicago the 1st down.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
They'll run here on 1st down. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
That's some running over there, Kate, that's going to get some love from his coaches, maybe some fist pounds too. Nothing flashy. Just trust your keys, run behind your pads, and get what's there.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Another carry for him. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. They'll go play action for Sanders. Flushed out of the pocket. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, Chicago!
Complete to Cole Komet. Touchdown.
Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Santos now for the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And lead up to a much more comfortable 11 points now.
Bengals 10. Cairo Santos to kick off for
Santos has it all
Chicago.
teed up and ready to send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. They'll send him over right. Flacco's going to throw here on 1st. And this will wind up incomplete, so failure to connect brings up 2nd down. Now they're caught in that vicious cycle, Brock. They're losing partially because of the struggles they've had throwing the ball, but because they are losing, they gotta keep throwing it and risking these contested lanes.
I've said to you once, I've said to you a million times, coordinator's job is to get you open, right? My job is to get you a one-on-one, and your job
Is to win.
And they're not doing it.
On 2nd down now, Flacco. That one's complete over the middle. Down here after a gain of about 14 yards, it looks like. That's going to give them the first.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Bengals.
From the gun, a give to Brooks. And a nice little run there gets him 5. 2nd down upcoming.
Ball carrier.
The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
41. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Takes the 2nd down snap. Pass cut by Brooks. Stop is made after a gain of about 7. That's going to be enough for the first. And dose of the hurry-up here.
And the Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Flacco off the play action.
47-yard
Fits it through, but contact at the catch point forces that incompletion. Nearly had it over the middle. Instead, just 3rd down now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Motioning him from the slot right. 3rd down from the gun. That's caught for the first. And they're going to bring him down just as we've come up to the 2-minute warning. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Throwing it again here. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle the line.
That's another Bengals 1st down.
From the red zone on 1st. And he is hit as that throw dies behind the line. Defense all over him in this game. That forces 2nd down.
You look up at that scoreboard, and it's obvious. You still need a touchdown and a field goal. So to me, you got to kick it right here. I can't let any more of this game clock go. I know I need a field goal and a touchdown. Go get 3 right now.
And you can't find a connection on 2nd down. That incompletion means it is 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
And 10 yards to go.
Throwing now. He brings it in. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
A 9-yard gain on the play. It's now
Desperation time here. Throw is caught by the back. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Monungai. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. We get a timeout now for the Bengals. That's going to be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Pinned down deep on your own side, Brock. You know what that defense is thinking. They want to stick it to you, but they still found a way to find a little running room there.
You spent quite a bit of time really in training camp. Not in season as much, Kate, but in training camp working on this backed-up situation. And that's exactly what you want. You want to see the ball matriculate forward. You're going to do it on the ground, even better.
It's a loss of
Cincinnati
a yard.
uses its second timeout.
Third
And they'll have
down.
just one left to burn now. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Sanders gonna look to throw. That's complete. It's Manungai. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
I got to be honest, it hurts a little extra when it comes on 3rd down, but it really doesn't matter what down it is. If a completed pass is stopped at the line of scrimmage offensively, that's a failure. Defensively, that's a success.
The lead looks safe, but the pedals staying down. They're going for this. They'll go. It's Sanders. And he had it for a second, but unable to hang on. And the possession literally slips through their fingers as they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge next time the ball comes his way.
Brought in. And a good tackle as that ball is secured. Limits that gain to 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They get up there and clock the ball. A little over 50 seconds now remaining. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is to throw. Has a man. It's Brooks. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So the touchdown was only a part of it, Brock. They're going to go for 2 now and try to make this just a field goal game.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Slot man motioned over. Here he is to throw. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Going to need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. If you consider that golf analogy, well, this team now needs a birdie when it matters the most.
No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down. So the Bears take this one on the road. And they'll enter the final week of the preseason with a little momentum thanks to this victory. Ahead of that last tune-up before the games start to count. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears winners, as we say so long from Cincinnati.
Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no smut on my rep. Last time that I checked, I was selling in the set. Make $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first you get the money, then respect, and the power and the come next. Last time that I checked, I've been self-made from the dribble. I was been saying I'm a playing no games with you. Pop clutch, switch lanes on you. I laid down the game for you. Taught you how to charge more than what they paid for you. Own the whole thing for you. Reinvest, double up, then explain for you. Gotta be love. Run the city, it gotta be cuz. It's for the pieces I took off the Monopoly board. Hey, y'all boss claims, it gotta be fraud. Just keep the hood about your mouth and you gotta be charged. I doubled up, tripled up, what? Banged on the whole game, I ain't give a nobody tripping, handle business, got my digits up. And when I drop, you know I'm last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no smut on my rep. Last time that I checked, I was selling in the set. Make $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first you get the money, then respect, and the power and the come next. Last time that I checked, come through fly check. No cosign, I ain't need radio to do mine. I done fine, and I take my time check and take my tribe. Every level that I crossed in this game, like state lines, it was visionary. Either I'm genius or it's scary. Maybe it's both in this balance I deliver daily. For every in these streets.